How's it going? It's Ethan here at eTrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Rhino-Rack Ski and Snowboard Carrier on our 2021 Mazda CX-5. This is going to be the 4-ski 2-board option, but it is also available in 2, 3, and 6 ski versions, so you can find one that fits best for you. If you have skis and snowboards and you don't want to keep them in the car, maybe they're too big, or you just don't want icy, snowy messes damaging the inside of your car, a roof rack carrier like this is a great way to get them up on top of the roof and where you need them to go securely. So let's check out how they work. Basically, we're just going to press this large button at the end of each set of the carrier to open up the jaws. That will let us get to our gear. You see on the top and the bottom there is this rubberized molding, which is going to keep our gear secure, but also keep it from sliding back and forth while we're driving. They stay up even though I'm not holding them, which is nice, so I don't have to keep pushing them up to get the skis off. If I close these down, unlike some other carriers, there's only one stop, so it just sits in there and it's secure. If you have larger sets of gear, that is only going to be the one option you have, so you're a little bit limited there. On the front, you can also see that there are metal lock cores, so if you want to, you can secure the jaws of the carrier and keep your gear locked in there. Coming down to the clamps here, probably my least favorite part about this roof rack carrier, because you do have to have a tool to secure these bolts down, and there are 4 on each set of the carrier, so it just takes a little bit of time, especially with our round crossbars here, to thread each of these individually in far enough that it secures the carrier to our gear, or secures the carrier to our crossbars. As you can see here, these are round crossbars, and there is a nice indentation in the clamps, which is nice. So they will work well with our round bars, but they also work with square, factory, and elliptical bars. They just take a little bit of time to get on. The carrier is able to support up to 53 pounds, keeping in mind that you will have different weight ratings for your crossbars, how they attach to your roof, and also the roof itself. So you want to know what each of those are and go by the lowest rated component. Also, they're pretty low profile, but if you're curious to know what it's like to live with these on top of your car, I'll get some measurements. Starting with the top of the crossbar to the top of the carrier, I'll get a measurement of about 5.5 inches. So they're not quite as low profile as I initially thought, to be honest, and they do kind of form a wall, so you're definitely going to feel those while you're driving. Granted, anything you put on the roof you're going to hear a little bit, but this maybe even a little bit more so. From the top of the crossbars to where your gear is going to sit, that's going to be about 3.5 inches. So that's the number you're going to want to keep in mind as far as your bindings and if they will clear from the top of your roof. There is no sort of riser or anything in the back, so this is kind of what you get. So that's the numbers you're going to want to keep in mind. I don't hate the look of the carriers overall though. I like the fact that they're aluminum, so they're lightweight, they're easy to store when you're not using them. They got a nice black finish, which is going to protect them over time and use. Also, there is a T-Track accessory kit available. If you do have those available on your crossbars, that T-Track slot, I would definitely recommend using that. It's going to be a lot easier to keep them on than this sort of system that they have to get the clamps on now. Overall though, if you're looking for a really solid entry-level way to get, in this case, 2, 3, 4, or 6 skis or boards where you need them to go, the Rhino-Rack Ski and Snowboard Carrier is definitely a really solid option. If you need just a little bit more features, I would maybe check out something like the Yakima Fat Cat Evo. A little bit more low profile, a little easier to install, and it has that ski lift riser in the back if you have some taller bindings that you're worried about making contact with your vehicle. But if you do want that entry-level option, that's still going to get your skis and snowboards where you need them to go very safely and securely. The Rhino-Rack Ski and Snowboard Carrier is a really solid option. This again was just a look at how it fits on our 2021 Mazda CX-5.